All right, guys, we're live already. I'm waiting for my guests to join. I'm still waiting for my guests to join in. We're live already. We're discussing the trending stories of football alongside previewing the weekend games in La Liga and the Premier League. We are live already. Yeah, I can just share. Welcome.
Welcome, my brother.
All right, welcome, Ajiboge Michael.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Nice to see you, brother. I like your
Nice seeing
background,
you.
man.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yours is not bad also.
Eh?
Yours is not bad actually.
All right, all right. I'm waiting for our last guest to come in.
Okay, okay.
I think he's having issues. Let me reach out to him. Okay. All right, Mike, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still with you. Hold on.
All right. Thank you. I'm sorting this out with the other guest. I think he's having issues with his connection.
Okay.
Let's just wait for him a little bit before we still get. How far now? How far is the crew? Still happening
Ah,
now?
what thing we could do now? Ah, we never even finish work. Oh, we see they come up. See they
Eh?
come up.
Please, if you are watching, you might share the link to your friends and all of us. Just share the link. I'm live on
Uh,
YouTube now. Just go to YouTube, this football podcast,
okay, okay.
and share the link to your friends from this football podcast. On YouTube live now.
Let me post on my page then. Let me see if I can post it on my page.
All right. Have you done that?
Almost at it.
Just go to complete football podcast.
Yes. Yeah, I think I'm done. I'm done with that now.
Yeah, go to complete football podcast on YouTube and. I don't know. It seems I'm echoey. I don't know. Michael, are you hearing the echo?
No, I'm not in any echo yet.
Okay, it's clear. It's clear here. It's clear now, right?
They're very clear.
I'm hearing an echo.
Okay. Maybe it's from your hand over there.
Yeah, it's from my end. Um, sorry that. Okay. Oh, he's still having problem in joining. I don't know. Oh, he's still having problem with joining us. Can you hear me, Micah?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, I think it's better now. I think it's better now, but it's going. Let me get to it and get to it and let me watch.
Okay.
Let me see what his problem is. I don't know. Um. Okay. All right. I think we should just get going before we join. So when we join first, we'll continue. We'll just continue like that with him. So, Michael, we're just going to say congratulations to Arsenal. 2 games, 2 wins. Ha,
Thank you very
yeah, yeah,
much.
yeah, yeah. You're over the moon, right?
Ah, definitely, I'm over the moon. It's been a long time. We had this kind of.
Okay. So I'm just gonna ask you: do you still see Arsenal rivaling Man City for the title? This is the way they are going. Do you see Arsenal rivaling Man City for the title?
I wouldn't say we are rivaling Man City now. Definitely we still have the two top guns, which is Man City and Liverpool. We are
Okay.
still miles from them. Let's say season 8 from them. But we still hope. Let's see what will happen between now and 2 weeks time. Definitely, we cannot say where we are ending. But definitely, to be sincere with you, I don't see us rivaling Manchester and Liverpool for this season. But if we can do that, that would be a very big game changer. Going to the third or fourth position for this season. Once we have another season like this again one more time, we cannot be thinking of bridging the gap between the top.
But you see us now entering to the top of the league this season, right?
What you come again, please?
You see us now entering to the top of the league season. Very easy.
Def-
Very easy for us.
def- Definitely, because
Very
we
easy.
as Arsenal fan, we've been trusting the process for close to 3 years now, if I'm correct. So we are very hopeful of the top for this season.
All right. What signing? What is it Gabriel Jesus that made the difference that was in top? What signing really made the difference for Arsenal this season?
Actually, the two signing from the last season champions, they are serial winners, 4 titles each of them. That's eight. So the is in their blood. So getting a new signing to your club, give people new momentum and new drive.
Of course.
And getting two of them at a goal in the summer is a very big statement. Big statement. And before then, the qualities was already in Arsenal. But adding those two qualities to it again, and with Saliba coming from loan that the fans like a lot, make it much more better off again.
I think Saliba is one to look out for this season. I was really impressed with his performance against Crystal Palace on the opening day. I thought it wasn't so impressive against the Leicester last weekend, but I thought he was very impressive. Do you see him continuing this form for Arsenal, or do you see him just fading as the season progresses?
Definitely, one thing is that he will keep proving everybody wrong, but game every day can be your Christmas actually. There are days that you're gonna play a 6 point game, 5 point game, but definitely they want to watch out for this season, and I believe he can still do better than this. And don't let us forget that he's just a 21-year-old boy, so he definitely will make mistake on the way, but will still do better. I could remember, I think was the first after our first match. I could remember a post Van Dijk liked him instantly on his Instagram page. Because people were like, Van Dijk, I remember he was giving heads up like, bravo, bro. The first game at this for a 21-year-old CB to perform that level against an opponent at their home in EPL
Yeah.
match. As it was a very big kudos. It was a statement. So hopefully let's hope it does better as games goes on.
I see your right back. They're having they're having Ben White against Tommy Asu this week. Do you see him, so Ben White, taking that position as his own this season?
One one thing I would let you know that I think Arteta will have a very big good headache this season at that back position, especially the left back, the CB, and the right back. Those three positions, there will be very big good headache for Arteta because I was discussing with my few Arsenal fans like who will they prioritize for say Gabriel Magalhaes. I was saying that it's possible they push Ben White away from that CB because of Saliba. One thing I can't bench Saliba now what he's playing now and the fan favorite now. You can't bench. So benching Ben White, pushing him to the right back is a very big issue now for Arteta now because now Tomiyasu is back from injury now, and he's our fourth starter at the right back. But I'm seeing a very big problem happening at that Saliba's position and Tomiyasu position. I'm seeing a very big problem, but it's a good problem for me. If I may tell you.
All right. We'll move to the other topic. Because now going to talk about Man U now. I was really hoping for him, Man U fan. So I really wanted him to come and debut Man U, but his team is still having problems joining up. And I'm trying to reach him, having problems. So let's go to now. What's the way forward for Man U? Oh, you like what's the way forward? Man U is in top now. What's the way forward?
It's such a pity that Mayu is going through this, let's say, a downward moment this period of time because actually we saw this thing coming for Arsenal Mayu years back because you can't be having a good run. or form. Look at Barca, for example. There's always up and down in football moments. So I believe they'll get back to the top. They'll get back to the top because there was a time that was Man U, Arsenal, Liverpool fighting for it. It's together at the time Liverpool went away there. Chelsea came to the scene. So it was just the three of them. From there, Chelsea took over from the two of them. Mine was still like with Ferguson there. We were still pushing. But no, one thing I want us to know that is before now, I think a few years ago, before Ferguson left, we started seeing that the midfield will be a problem for Man U. Because then he was still using the likes of Carrick, Fletcher, and could the middle pack there. Even there was a time he had to call Scholes back from retirement. That was a sign that was giving people that Man U is going to get to a time that they'll get into problem. But one thing I would like to do that Man U have to start looking for quality players, not big name signing now. Fine, they're a big club, people don't come to Man U. But look at Arsenal, for example. I like pointing to Arsenal, for example, because if you look at Arsenal pattern and play of style now, they are going through a right path now. So why not mind for that kind of pattern also to look for? There are so many quality players there. Look at the person, this player Madrid signed last season. Too many. I think it's just 18 or between 18 and 20 years. There are players like that are good also too. Let them scout around too, even in the academy too. Enough of going for big name signing. To me, that is my own take. Enough of big name signing one big name. Fine, it's good to have big name, but build your basic first. After a season, once you have the basic, then you can start pumping big names to support the quality players there.
All right. I'm trying to know what do you think Man United can do to turn their season around?
It's a very big question because I remember Arsenal going through this same phase last season too. People were doubting. They even saying Arsenal is going to relegate. But actually, I'm not seeing Man U relegating this season. I'm not seeing them ending in. I'm not seeing them ending below the 11 to 20th position. But I'm seeing them struggling to get in the top for this season. But definitely they should go for Euro as Man U they are. If they can settle the issue with Cristiano Ronaldo and get in 2 to 3 more signing before the end of the summer, quality signing, not just any signing, quality signing. I see them still fighting for the top six.
All right. I'm still having problem with Ohis. I'm trying to see if we can rectify his issues here. I'm sure he can join us because Ohis really the Man U fan. I only want him to talk about this Man U problem. I want him to give his opinion on it, and he's having issues joining us. I'm trying to get to him. Coming, Michael, stay with me.
Okay.
Stay with me. Okay. Are you there, Michael? Seems we've lost Michael. Seems we've lost Michael. We're just talking about Manchester United and what Manchester United can do to turn around their season. I wrote an article on it for Daily Post. I think the Glaziers are one of the problems of Manchester United. If we can just try to just get this ball off Manchester United, these guys are one of the problem of Manchester United. The Glaziers family, they are just taking money out of this club and are refusing to invest heavily on players in this club. I know they've paid. I know they've bought some players in the past, which I can say were just poor signings from the managers and all of that. But I think they can do better. That's why the fans are calling for their head. They're calling for their sack. They're calling for their head. They want them out of the club. And again, I think these players are not hardworking enough. These players are not hardworking enough. Um, Michael, you're back.
Back. I was on the call then. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay. I was just talking about Manchester United, and I said I wrote an article. I don't know if you saw my article on Manchester United this week when I wrote about how the way forward for Manchester United, and I said the Glazers are part of the problem of this family. Do you agree with me? The Glazers are part of our problem.
I think it's time for them to step down and let someone else take the position because they've been there for a long time and things are
They've
not
been there
working
for
out. And it seems they are getting all to the state that they have to just step down and leave the club for someone else to take charge.
of course. They are not. They are just impoverishing the club and just making themselves rich and all of that, and leaving the club out of. Well, look at what the owner of Newcastle is doing with Newcastle when he just took over Newcastle. Look at the signing Newcastle are making. Look at how Newcastle
Exactly.
are getting. Huh?
Exactly.
So I think they are
Exactly.
part of our problem. And again, I think the manager needs to be very, very ruthless with these players because these players are not hardworking enough. They're not fight. They're not. I think it was
Definitely.
the coach that said these guys are not running enough. They're not running enough. They're not making those runs on the pitch. They're just being lazy. Look at Arsenal players. Look at the players of Arsenal. Look at how they give all their all for Arteta. Look at Man City players. They give their all for Guardiola. Look at Man City players. They come to the field, they stroll. They put their hands on their waist, and they're earning heavy wages. I think one of the problems is paying them too much for doing little.
Yes, that way is so much. It's too much. Paying that much is too
Yeah,
much. And one thing I noticed about the players is that I don't think they have that love for Man United. They're just there for the name, the big club they're going to, or the money they'll be paid. Because if you look at, I'm so disappointed about Rashford as an academic player of Man U. Should be able to instill those vibe, those principles of Man U to those other players. We all know what Man U start from. I remember 2013 season or 2011 season. The season Ferguson won the league. That Tevez was there, Luis Zaha was there, Cristiano Ronaldo was still there, and Rooney. I think that was 2008. You can't build in Man U 2-1 at the time and see you have won the match. Man U can score and still win that and end going on winning the game. But look at Man U now today now. You imagine beating them 4 30 minutes. That is so terrible. So terrible.
very terrible, very, very terrible, very, very terrible. I was rooted to my seat that day. I was just rooted in shame.
I,
I
I
couldn't
was
stand
shocked
up.
when I saw the scoreline. I actually went out. I was seeing on my phone that 3-4. What is happening here? What's
What's
happening
happening?
here? I was shocked seriously that 4 Brentford. No. That is so. That is so appalling. That's appalling.
So do you think
That
against Liverpool, Man United stand a chance against Liverpool after all these failings and all these poor outings by the club? Do you think we stand a chance against Liverpool?
one thing
On
one thing I can say is that if I could recollect them last season of Arsenal, I would always like going back to Arsenal because this is the same thing Arsenal did to last season too. They lost their first 3 matches and they pick up. And therefore, if you notice their first 3 matches, apart from the Brentford game, we all know that the next 2 Manchester and Chelsea match they will be playing, they were more in a more better position than them last season. So Liverpool actually this season they are kind of, to me, I'm seeing them struggling because some was saying that the Fulham we don't really beat Fulham beat them. But one of the champion in England, you can't just come and say if a region team will come to EPL and flog and draw with you. And them Arsenal, just one line. Look at Crystal Palace. I think Crystal Palace drew them in their home, if I'm correct. They were at Anfield and they drew them at Anfield. Look at Nunes collecting red card. Collecting red card. What the fuck was he doing that red card? And he's saying that he want to make statement in EPL. That's a very bad statement to start with to Darwin Nunes.
Yeah, I
So
think
what
he lost his head against the defender. The defender knew what he was doing against him.
definitely
It was just like a tactics to keep them off the
exactly
pitch.
exactly.
So
He was
he
like
prepared for
trying
it.
to exactly. He was trying to whine him. But actually, to me, if I see that you look at the match, I'm seeing Man U coming up to play better because they don't want the fans to be with them. They want to show their stuff. But I'm seeing a slight win from Liverpool. Very tight win. I'm seeing just slight win. Let's say 1
All
or
right.
2-1.
Pull up your prediction. We are going to be
Yeah.
just pull up your prediction. So we're going to review all these things very soon. Yeah, have you been chatting throughout the day? Have you seen the latest news about Manchester United that we are all out of nearly 60 million pounds? Have you seen it?
Yes, yes. I remember I shared a post recently that I was saying Casemiro was making a joke, like a funny banter FC stuff like that. Since then, I've been trying to follow up his story. So I read in the news this morning that Casemiro to Man U was like, he's a good player. They call it a world class. I won't say good, a world class player. One of the top players at the top level at the defensive midfielder, which would be a very good addition to Man United. But I'm not seeing him coming to Man U. Why? Because if you look at Man U, what is happening in Man U, and we said they are seeing the process. If it's next season now when Man U is better now, you can think of okay, it's going to come. But for now, I don't think that will work out because as there are 17 need Casemiro for this season. He need him because he was saying when he bought Chumeli that he still understudy to Casemiro. They can't just set Casemiro off. So this season is out of maybe next season they can give it a try again.
All right. I think he's now, but hey, my man, he's finally welcome.
Thanks, bro.
What is that happen now? We don't there on you for almost how many hours? They try to get you to join. What is that happen now?
I don't join now. The end justifies the means.
I've been now. Thank you. Nice having you. We have been discussing Manchester United and our poor season so far. What is your take on Manchester United? What do you think Manchester can do to just get their season rolling again?
Well, it has become mysterious because
All right.
I thought Erik Ten Hag was going to turn things around in an instant, but it gets worse before it gets better. I have been a fan for 28 years, so I've seen the ups and downs, but it hasn't been this bad. Of course, the statistics will be pulled out, numbers don't lie. But I think ETH can do things differently from previous managers. I think other than Jose Mourinho and probably Louis Van Gaal, who haven't really made a mistake sacking the other guys. And so possibly I disagree with the last speaker or the guest who was saying Casemiro will not find Manchester United attractive. I disagree because money makes the world go round, and we're doubling his salary. He knows that age is not on his side, and there's so many there. There are players like Edu Canavinga, there's Federico Valverde. So it's going to be difficult to turn down such an offer at the prime of his career or in the prime of his career. So it's going to be an incredible signing if it pulls through. But hopefully we can see a better Manchester United against Liverpool on Monday. They are eternal rivals. Things can change in an instant. We know in football that nothing is permanent.
All right, but don't you think 60 minutes way too much?
There's a background noise. Can somebody mute?
There's a noise on the background, right?
There's a background noise that is distorting your voice.
Are you saying anything? Are you saying the background noise?
No, I can't hear any noise. No, it is very clear. Okay, it is recurring. But speak, I'll be able to manage.
Michael, can you mute your mic? Can you mute your mic? If you're not talking, Michael. You're not talking to the mic. All right.
Whoever is not
Um,
talking should kindly mute his or her mic.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
that's what will make it better. Yes,
I think
yes. Now
that's nice.
it is very clear.
Yeah, it's very clear now.
If you are not talking, you mute your mic. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Mm. Mm.
So
So you were
I
saying?
I
Mm.
said, don't you think 60 million pounds for a 31
Mm.
year old midfielder who just have nothing that maybe let's say 2 to 3 years to give the club? Don't you think 60 million pounds is just a panic buy? Seeing that we have been very poor this season, we're just trying to get signings in as quickly as possible.
I think our problem has been the midfield. That's why we wanted Frankie de Jong in. At some point, we wanted Adrien Rabiot. I knew that Veronique, his agent and mother, was going to be a tough proposition. Of course, she's always very difficult to negotiate with. They have this problematic relationship, but they keep going. Similar to Bonner and his mom, but they keep going. Blood is definitely going to overshadow and supersede whatever personal interests they have or that is clashing. But I didn't see Rabiot as a good buy because we need a combative box-to-box midfielder, somebody in the mold of Casemiro. I wonder why Casemiro was not targeted earlier. Of course, going by Real Madrid's acquisition over the last 4 or 5 years, they are looking to replace the three oldies in a matter of years. So Casemiro, it is a now or never thing for him. And I was, of course, panic buys happen in football. They work, they don't work. This may work because it's quite good. You might find it difficult to acclimatize as quickly as possible, but he definitely ticks the right box and he's going to fill the vacuum. Scott McTominay and Fred are flattering to deceive. They are not the type of midfielders that can take Manchester United to where we used to belong. Of course, we were at the summit of English football for many years, thanks to Sir Alex Ferguson and his magic wand. But now we're facing the reality, the harsh reality of life without Sir Alex. And in order to mix it up with the big boys, we need very good players. Roy Keane could have played for more years if he didn't fall out with Fergie and he wasn't sacked. And at that time, he was in his 30s. Obviously, these midfielders, they don't really get tired. Javi Alonso played deep into his 30s. So many deep line playmakers, so many defensive midfielders played late into their 30s. So, and Casemiro doesn't have an injury-plagued career. His history with injuries is not something we should be worried about because obviously his discipline might be a factor or his indiscipline, as the case may be, but he brings something to the table that is absent at Manchester United at the moment.
You're muted, you mean exactly.
Sorry, before you came in, I and Michael were talking about the Glazers as one of the problems for Manchester United. You also think that Glazers have to go?
I do not think so. I think I align with Calvin Emeka Onwuka, Uncle Calv, who is one of the pioneer sportscasters in Nigeria. If it is the Glazers, they are signing the players. We've had Angel Di Maria at that club or at our club. We've had Radamel Falcao, the Tiger of Santa Fe. We've had fantastic players and they've shelled out the cash. So why are we apportioning blames? We're pointing accusing fingers, and that's the stuff of losers. If we're going to surge ahead, we have to blame the players specifically for not coming to the fore, for not rising to the occasion. They are playing to the gallery, insipid, lackluster performances week in, week out, and we point accusing fingers at people who have shelled out money to buy Tyrell Malacia, to get who else has come in to get the butcher, Lisandro Martinez, Christian Eriksen. Somebody should mute his mic, please. Christian Eriksen was a good buy, of course, is a good buy, but the position that ETH put him in the last match contributed to our loss. I haven't seen him play in that position for a long time. He's a central attacking midfielder. So if you want to accommodate both Bruno and Christian Eriksen, tweak the formation, but don't put Christian Eriksen at the tip of the diamond. It's not going to work. So I remember when Mourinho was playing a diamond formation at Chelsea, it was effective because the players knew when and where to play and tackle, and they were complementing each other. So when you want to employ a formation, you must make sure that you have competent hands and personnel to do your job.
Thank you very much, Ohis, for the thank you very much, Ohis, for trying to just thank you for your 2 cents. I think we should. I think how many of us have been following the Falconets game? Ohis, have you been following the Falconets?
Yes, I have.
All right. Do you see them going all the way to the final to clinch gold? Do you think they can clinch gold in Costa
They
Rica?
Yes, of course. They have it in them. And they were tested beyond the limits this morning when they fell behind to an early goal, no thanks to a very costly defensive error. But they rose from adversity and they scored three beautiful goals to destroy Canada. So, by virtue of the fact that they are playing well, and on the evidence of what I have seen thus far, I do not think that any other team is going to pose a threat. But you know how we're swashbuckling, how we're dominant at the Nations Cup. I do not think that these girls are going to rest on their laurels. I think they are going to do better than the men. The men were overconfident and they lost woefully in the second round. So I think the girls going to the quarterfinals will definitely have that in mind and use that as a springboard for great heights.
Much. Thank you very much, Ohis. I think we just go straight to the preview of the Premier League games and the La Liga games that will go on this weekend. So let's just get on to the business. Michael, I'm starting with you. Tottenham versus Wolves. Who is the money on? Unmute your mic.
Definitely, my money is on Tottenham. That is very sure. They are going to dismantle both.
What's your scoreline? What's your scoreline prediction?
I'm seeing a 3-1 win. Seeing Tottenham winning
Wow.
3-1.
Wow. 3-1 win.
Yes.
Ohis, what about you?
Which match, please?
Tottenham versus Wolves. Tottenham versus Wolves.
I think it's going to end in a draw. If Matheus Nunes plays for Wolverhampton, they have a very fine a very fine midfield now. Matheus Nunes, he brings guile, he brings elegance, he brings a whole different perspective to their game. I saw him at his last club before he was bought for that amount, which I think is totally deserved. I think Wolves have performed very well at Tottenham over the years, and with Bruno Lage, who is also a fearless manager who takes it to the opponents. I think it's going to end in a score draw, 1-1 or 2-2.
All right, 1-1 or 2-2 from Ohis. Okay, let's go to the next game. Leicester versus Southampton. Michael, unmute and say.
Yeah, Leicester Southampton. That game is going to be a very tough game. Because, Leicester hasn't won any of their last previous matches. So they want to give it a all in now. But I'm seeing a very slight win there. I'm seeing Leicester edging out. Maybe slight, either 2-1, 1-0. It'll be a very tight game. And it can also go either way around. But I'm definitely seeing Leicester winning it slightly. 2-1 win.
All right, 2-1. Ohis, what about you? What's your Leicester?
Okay, he's gone. I think he's no more on the line. I think he's gone now. It's no more online.
He's no more online. Let me try to invite him again.
Okay.
Okay. While we wait for his, let's just continue. Everton versus. You said you are going for a 2-1 win for Leicester, right? Over Southampton, right?
Yep.
All right. Let's go to the next game. Everton versus Nottingham Forest. Who is your money on?
Everton Nottingham Forest. Wow. That game I'm seeing a draw. Score I'm seeing a goal draw. 1-1.
Go draw. Should I put my money on it?
No. So one thing is that Nottingham Forest are not pushovers for now because I think they made a very good they made very good signing. And I think Emmanuel Dennis just joined them recently. I think he was given the squad number 25 jersey, Emmanuel Dennis. And they all have your keeper there. I think your keeper there is on loan, Dinet Desin, and they also have Taiwa Wuni. They have some of our guys there. They signed close to 11 players, if I'm correct.
Yeah,
So
they
and
signed a lot.
yes, definitely. And I think they've not considered any goal. Or am I? I think they played. They've not scored. They've not scored from their hand this game. Or I know they didn't anything had a clean sheet. And Everton have not
Yeah,
really stepped up their game. I remember their match against Chelsea. There was no firepower there. So what I'm seeing them step up in this game. I'm seeing 1-1 draw.
so you
Be
think
very-
Nottingham Forest can go to Goodison Park and get a point?
Definitely, they have no fear now because they are just coming newly. So you still have the fearless spirit in them.
Okay. I think we have Ois back.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Welcome back, boss.
Thanks.
Welcome.
We're just saying Everton, Nottingham Forest. What's your take? Ois, Everton, Nottingham
Yeah,
Forest.
yeah, I like the way Nottingham Forest splashed the cash in the summer, giving Hazelinga the £200,000 a week deal. They also have Emmanuel Dennis, but I think because Everton haven't been on a good run of form in the last, dating back to the tail end of last season, they needed a miracle to survive the drop, and they haven't started this season well. They lost to Chelsea and Aston Villa in consecutive games. I think that the Toffees are going to win this one. It's going to be a slim victory, but I think they'll just get over the line. So Everton 3-1 Nottingham Forest.
All right. Everton 3-1 Nottingham Forest from Ois. Let's go to the next match. Crystal Palace versus Aston Villa. Michael, with the money on Crystal Palace versus Aston Villa.
Definitely, my money is on Crystal Palace. You see what they played against Liverpool. So I'm going for Crystal Palace all the way. 1-0 win.
Ois, what about you?
Football is not mathematics, and the Premier League is always filled with surprises. I think Selhurst Park is always a good hunting ground for Villa, and I think it's going to end in a draw, maybe 1-1. I think Eberechi Eze might score Crystal Palace's only goal.
All right. Let's go to the next game. Fulham versus Brentford. I think I'm interested in this game. Fulham versus Brentford. Michael, what are your thoughts?
This game is going to be a very tough match. Fulham and what do you call it again?
Brentford.
Brentford. Wow. That's going to be a very classic match. I can't even wait to watch the match. If I'm to predict the match between, it can go the other way around. It can go full time draw. It can go anybody can win the match. So the match is very tight. I think I'm going to pass this one.
All right. With Michael.
I think the Alexandra Mitrovic factor might just tip it for Fulham. So at Craven Cottage, I expect a Fulham win.
All right. Craven Cottage, a Fulham win. Next game, Bournemouth versus Arsenal. Arsenal from the house. I know you're going for an Arsenal win, right?
Definitely, definitely. But a very low score match. Bournemouth are almost like a team like Arsenal. I think their former manager, Howe,
Eddie
that is the name,
Howe.
yeah, Eddie
Mm,
Howe, yeah. So I think their patterns is very similar to Arsenal. So I'm seeing a
mm.
very tight match, definitely, because we're going to their tough. So it will be tough, but I believe the Arsenal boys are still on fire. So it's a very close win for Arsenal. I'm seeing also a 2-1 win, a close win, 2-1 to Arsenal.
All right. Ohis, are you also win that one easily?
It's going to be a comfortable win. Going to be a comfortable win for the Arsenal. They are brimming with confidence, and there's no stopping Arsenal at the moment.
Yeah. There's no stopping Arsenal at the moment. And Leeds versus Chelsea. Ohis, let me start with you. Leeds versus Chelsea. What are you going with?
At Elland Road, Leeds United haven't exactly been impressive, and Chelsea, I think, is going to be too much to handle. I think a Chelsea win will be very easy to predict, so I go for a Chelsea win.
Michael, what about you?
Yeah, definitely. I'm going for a Chelsea win, but to be a very tight one at Elland Road. Because you can't just push this or by the side way again, also, too. Anything can,
But you
as you
can
said,
push Bournemouth by the side.
that's I say going to be a slight win. I told you the 2-1. You don't expect a comfortable win. I said it's very tight because of that. So I can't just definitely are going to win the match, but I'm going for that 2-1 then. So I don't say an easy win. So for this one, Leeds, they play a
Leeds
match.
will be decimated at home by Chelsea.
One thing is that Chelsea don't have the firepower yet. They are really struggling to score goal, but they step up against Tottenham. Maybe because it was their former coach was there, they had to step up for the game. But look at the Everton game. They struggle to create their chances and score their goals. So I know Leeds are at home. They want to match want to prove himself. So I'm saying Chelsea is going to win the match. It's very, very tight match to win. They can't just throw past Leeds like that at their home.
We shall see.
I'm going for a 1 win to Chelsea.
All
Chelsea
right.
3-1 leads for me.
Ohis, can I put my money on it?
Yes, please.
if I do that, which I could do you? All right. The next game, West Ham versus Brighton. Michael.
West Ham Brighton. Wow. West Ham Brighton. As well I'm seeing the game. West Ham buy good this season. They bought very good players. Them the strikers and Skamaka, getting a winger again recently, and getting this guy from PSG again too. I'm seeing a very tight match in the match. I'm seeing a 2-2 draw. West Ham Brighton. I
I
know
think
Brighton play the same pattern.
So you, Mr. Michael, all matches are tight.
independently come out that side.
Definitely. This is gonna be a cracker, Mr. Ois. This is gonna be a
before
cracker.
before two teams get on the pitch, they expect it to be difficult, but not all matches will be tight.
No, if you look at what Brighton did against Man United and their last game, and you see West Ham, they are signed also too. They signed good players. They've not really
Yeah.
come. They don't won their last 2 games, but no, they want to come up this time around. So I'm saying I'm seeing a tight game there. I'm seeing a goal. That's a 2-2 match. 2-2 goals and scoreline.
Yeah.
What about you?
For me, if Lucas Kamaka starts and he's fed properly, just as it was at Sassuolo, even though it will be difficult to replicate the pass pattern at Sassuolo, the game plan at Sassuolo, the way they passed the ball around like Barcelona, I do not think David Moyes has that in him. But the compact way that West Ham play, and they are sometimes pragmatic, Skamaka might not fly um, immediately, might need time to gel, to adjust. But I see the Hammers hammering the Seagulls. So I think West Ham
Wow.
2-0 Brighton.
That's bold from you, Ohis. I think they're very. I think I would
Oh,
bet you 2-0. They're very
wow.
confident. Okay. Let's go to the next game. Newcastle versus Manchester City. Everyone. Michael, let's start with you. Newcastle versus Manchester City.
You mean
Michael, can you hear
okay.
me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
I
This
said
back,
predictions.
I'm seeing handicap two. This one. It's gonna be like they will stroke past Newcastle. I'm seeing a 4 win again. Because I think Liverpool
Oh,
they are doing a scoring spray now. Their
But
first game was
Newcastle are pushing back. Newcastle are pushing back.
not to Man City. Man City are not to Man City. Because they are using Alan as like a decoy. No, they are trying to hold Alan. He's not trying to play the way he's playing at Dortmund, but they're using as a decoy, give other player chances to score their goals. So I'm seeing a 4 win, landslide win in that match.
Wow. I don't think it's going to be that big margin between the scoreline. I think it's going to be tight. Oh, let me hear from you.
yes,
If you're not
sir.
talking, please, let me hear from you. Newcastle versus Man City. What's your thoughts?
St. James's, well, I think Manchester City will win, but I do not see a stroll. I think that Newcastle will play their game. Joe Linton is doing very well in midfield. They have capable players. They have Kieran Trippier. And Manchester City, when you expect them to steamroll their opponents, they end up struggling. So I think that the citizens are going to find it very difficult at Tyneside. It's going to be a 2-1 win for Manchester City, or it's going to be a 2-1 win for Newcastle. So both ways, either team can win. But I will lean towards the 2-1 win for Manchester City more than the 2-1 win for Newcastle.
All right. Let's go to the final game for this weekend. The big one. Man U versus Liverpool. Let me start with you.
Manchester City, Manchester United 3-1 Liverpool for me.
Are you so sure? Why are you so sure?
Yes, because I have been in this game for too many years to understand that there are times where you face your strongest adversity and you emerge victorious. So I think Manchester United will come out all guns blazing on Monday against Liverpool.
All right. I think I will also, if Manchester United can win that big against Liverpool, I'll be the happiest man on earth that day. But I'm
And
just trying to.
Liverpool lack firepower at the moment. Diogo Jota is out. Darwin
Yeah.
Nunes is suspended. Well,
Firmino
they
is
have
out.
Mo Salah. They
Firmino is
have
out. Firmino is out.
they have Bobby Firmino, but
Bobby is
I
out. Bobby is out. Bobby is
Bobby
out.
Firmino is out as well. So I think Salah is the only senior striker available. So it's going to be extremely tough for the Scousers. But at the end of the day, I think Manchester United will emerge victorious.
All right. Mike, unmute your mic. What about you?
Yeah, if you remember that 2 days ago, I was telling you that I'm seeing Mayu stepping up in this kind of game. That 2 days and Arsenal last season 3 defeat in a row. But my church man is telling me it's going to be a 1-1 game. But somebody is telling me it might be 2-1 to Mayu again, winning the match. I'm seeing Salah scoring the league goal for Liverpool. I'm seeing
What was that telling me that
the church man is telling me it might be 1-1. Like Mayu is going to play a really good game on Monday to prove people wrong that they are still in the game. But I'm seeing either a 2-1 or 1-1 win, 2-1 to Man U or 1-1 draw.
All right. Okay. Is back. La Liga. Do you follow La Liga?
You said?
Follow La Liga. La Liga.
Of course, I'm a sports analyst, I'm a sports presenter.
The first game on Espanyol versus Who is the
I
money
can't
on?
hear you. I can't hear you.
Michael, mute your mic. Michael, mute your mic. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
I say Espanyol versus Rayo Vallecano. Who is the money on? Espanyol Rayo Vallecano.
Rayo Vallecano.
Can you hear me? Oh, he's
I can hear you.
all right. I say who is your money on? Espanyol
I said
versus Rayo.
Rayo Vallecano.
All right, you are going for Rayo Vallecano.
Yeah.
What about you, Michael?
Definitely, I'm going for Barca. Seeing the game they had against Barcelona the last game, with all the firepower Barcelona had, signing Lewandowski, all those attackers, see playing a draw against Almighty Barca. I was like, what the fuck is all this? So definitely, I'm going for Barca. I'm going for them.
All right, everybody's going for. I'm also going for Rayo Vallecano. If you're not talking, please mute your mic. Sevilla versus Real Valladolid. Oh, he's Sevilla Real Valladolid.
Is Julian Lopetegui still the manager at Sevilla?
Yes, I think he is. I think he is.
Yeah, I think he reenacted the fear factor last season. He did very well. There are so many tough losses, but by and large, after that debacle at Real, because he came back storming, flying on all cylinders. I think that Sevilla will do very well this season. They may emerge the surprise contenders for the La Liga title. It may be the boldest prediction I've ever made. So Sevilla's match this weekend is going to be a win.
All right. I think Sevilla lost to Osasuna in their opening game 2-1. So, Mike, are you still going for Sevilla win also? Sevilla against Real Valladolid.
Definitely, I'm still going for Sevilla win since their manager is still there, and that manager is going to make a very big statement this season because last season I think they dropped the form. We're getting to the end of the season, but I think it's starting this season. He wants to prove a point again, so I'm saying it's definitely win for them. Unmute your mic.
Yes, I have.
Osasuna versus Cadiz. Oh, he's the money on.
A draw, 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. Wow. Michael, what about you?
I'm going 1-0 to Cadiz. 1-0 win to Cadiz. To be tight, I'm seeing a 1-0 to Cadiz.
1-0 to Cadiz. Okay. Mallorca Real Betis. Oh, he's
Real Betis will win at Mallorca.
wow. Michael, what about you? Do you also agree with Ohis? Mute your mic.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with him on this one. I'm agreeing with him. A win.
Okay. Celta Vigo versus Real Madrid. Michael.
Celta Figo. They always give him Barcelona, Madrid problems. But I'm saying this
With
season,
Iago
I'm saying-
Aspas.
exactly as in that guy, something else. But I'm seeing a go match. I'm seeing a slight win to Madrid, like 2-1. Will be tough, but I'm seeing a 2-1 to Madrid.
2-1 to Madrid. You agree with Michael?
Real will clobber Celta Vigo. I think the Los Merengues will comfortably stroll to victory.
All right.
So maybe a 3-0 bashing.
Wow. Okay. Let's go to the next game. Athletic Bilbao versus Valencia. Bilbao versus Valencia. Michael, unmute your mic.
Yeah, Bilbao Valencia. A tough game at that. Well, I think I'm seeing 1-1 draw, or a goalless draw. The match is not going to be a goalless draw, 1-1 draw, because you can't push Bilbao over. If I'm to remember Bilbao that I know very well, you can't push them aside. So I'm going for a 0-0 draw, a 1-1 draw.
Mohit, what about you? What are you going for?
A slim Bilbao victory, maybe 1-0 or 2-1.
Remember Valencia won Girona 1-0 last weekend while Bilbao drew against Mallorca at home. So you guys should
Football is not mathematics.
okay. Okay. I think that's correct. That's correct. All right, let's go to the next game. Real Sociedad versus Barcelona. Michael.
Come again. Means Sociedad is at home this time around against Barcelona. That Nemesis. Oh my God.
That is at home, yeah.
Oh my God. I remember the days of Griezmann. This our boy back then, Vela. Destroying back at 1-1. They'll take the 1-0 lead to the end of the match. But well, this time I think the tires has changed this time around. It was before I'll be going for Sociedad 1-0 win from first half safe. But now I'm going to see, Barca wants to prove something that last week draw was a mistake. Xabi will not want to take that for himself. So I'm seeing a 2-0 win to Barca. And I think Lewandowski will have his first goal this weekend.
Wow. A duo to Barca. Oh, what about you? You also agree with Michael?
I reluctantly agree with Michael. Reluctantly.
Thank you for those that agree with me at least. So that's that team. They are something else. When you do expect to talk, they will turn up. I remember they beat Barcelona 5 seasons in a row at their home. For good fighting, Barca could not be tough. So that is about since they have their claim attackers they have now. As I'm going for them with 2-0 win. But they may shock us again and destroy Barca again, beating them again. 2-0 to Barca to see that again. We can't say.
Yes.
That's the
Elche Almeria. Oh, he's Elche Almeria.
That's a tough one, but I think on paper you can say it might be a score draw, but Elche might just steal it at the end. So 2-1 Elche for me.
All right, Michael, what about you? On mute.
I think our boy is not the what is this boy name? This our striker in Nigeria. This tall striker that they signed at Ameria now.
Sadiq.
Sadiq,
Sadiq,
yes. Yes, exactly. I think he's going to score against Elche, and I'm seeing Ameria winning 2-1. 2-1 to Ameria.
Are you just, with all due respect, are you just being unreasonably patriotic?
No, one thing about Sadiq is that whenever he's in his club and playing for his club, he step up his game compared to when he plays for Eagles. I remember last season he had over 14 last season. So I know coming to La Liga, never been in La Liga, I want to prove something. I know he's gone for a bigger club. So he wants to use this as a stepping stone to go to a better club. So as I'm going for Ameria 2-1 win, and I'm seeing Sadiq scoring.
All right, guys. Girona versus Getafe. Getafe or Getafe? How do you pronounce it? Getafe or Getafe? Moise, am I correct?
Getafe, yes.
All right. Girona versus Getafe. Who is going to take the day? Okay, I'm going with Getafe, right? Moise.
Is hanging.
Okay. Moise, are you going with Getafe?
Girona will defeat Getafe for me.
Okay, Michael, what about you?
I actually haven't been following Getafe for the past season because I remember the last time they were in Europa League, they were doing something wonderful. So I don't know the players they have this season now, but I will be going for a draw. A 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. The last match is Atletico Madrid versus Villarreal. This is going to be tough. This is going to be the toughest game of the weekend. Atletico Madrid, Villarreal. Michael. I see you shaking your head.
A very tough game. It will be a very tough game. Villarreal, Atletico Madrid, Villarreal. Wow, that match will be something else. Simeone versus Emery,
Yeah.
Mm.
definitely. Wow.
Cholo versus Mr. Europa League.
So I think we'll go in the match, but I can't really predict. It can go the other way around. But let my church might just go for a 2-2 draw. No, 1-1 draw. Because Atletico Madrid are not wasting to score many goals. Let me just say 1-1 draw. Hey, but it can also go the other way around. Anybody can win the match.
All right. You're going for anybody 1-1 draw, right? All right. Heath, what about you? Finally, last thought. Let's take a thought. Heath, are you there?
I think his network is hanging again.
Yeah, I think he's having an issue with his network. Okay. If he's still having issues, I think we're just going to end the show now. We've gone 1 hour. What are you
Atletico to win for me. Thanks a lot. Mm.
All right, Atletico to win. Thank you very much, guys. I think we're going to round up the show now. It's been 1 hour plus online.
Yeah.
I'm going to beg and plead all of you watching live to just subscribe. If you're not subscribed to this YouTube channel, we're going to be dishing out mouth-watering football content. We're going to be going to the street. We're going to be hitting the street to ask people's opinion. Beautiful content will be rolling out in this YouTube channel. Please, we're just begging you to subscribe. If you're not subscribed, please you can share this video. You can share this video to your friends. Let them watch. They can just rewatch the show. If they cannot join live, they can rewatch afterwards and enjoy the analysis from you guys. Thank you very much, guys. I'd love to have you guys again on my show.
Definitely.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys, I'm going to end the show.
Yeah, thank you. God bless.